Viola pretends to be her twin brother and heads to his new school. While there, she accidentally drops a little tampon out of her bag. To keep her disguise from blowing, Viola lies through her teeth and says the tampon is for stopping nosebleeds. When he's around his handsome roommate, Viola almost gets a little too close for comfort. Viola Hastings is totally obsessed with soccer. Under her boyfriend Justin's training, her soccer skills skyrocket. In return, she teaches him how to kiss properly. Just as the girls' soccer team at Cornwall Prep is about to compete, the school suddenly disbands it because there aren't enough players. Unwilling to give up, Viola plans to join the boys' team to keep training, but the coach shuts her down flat, thinking her skills are nowhere close to good enough. Her boyfriend Justin, who's the boys' team captain, doesn't just fail to stick up for Viola, he even adds insult to injury. He says all that stuff about her being good at soccer was just flattery, and she should never take it seriously. Viola blows up and decides to break up with him. When her mom hears about the breakup, she's totally bummed. Viola has a twin brother named Sebastian. He's always had this dream of making it in music, so much so that he got expelled from his old school for skipping classes to play gigs. Now, with his new school, Illyria, about to start, Sebastian's bailing to London to hit up a music festival, and he begs Viola to pretend to be him at school to cover for his absence. Fooling mom is easy. Since their parents split up ages ago, Viola just says Sebastian's staying with their dad. But covering for him at school? That's a bigger challenge. Then it hits her. They look almost identical, so she can pretend to be Sebastian, join Illyria's boys' soccer team, and keep playing the sport she loves. Better yet, Illyria's soccer team is the rival of Justin's team at Cornwall. If she can't join Justin's team, she'll beat him as Sebastian instead. With her buddy Paul's help, Viola learns to lower her voice to sound like Sebastian. Her chest is too big for a guy's look, so she binds it down with ace bandages. Her hair's too long, so she pins it up and slips on a short wig to match Sebastian's style. But that's not enough. She also has to learn how guys walk and act. Before long, Viola transforms into a convincing Sebastian, a cute young guy ready for school. Paul warns her, just copying how guys talk isn't enough. Viola has to learn how to hawk a loogie too. Once everything's ready, Viola, as Sebastian, shows up to Illyria for his first day. When he sees his roommate Duke Orsino is so handsome, Sebastian goes over all excited to say hi, still getting used to acting like a guy. While unpacking his bag, he accidentally drops a bag of tampons. His roommates give him a confused look, but Viola thinks fast and says these things work amazing for nosebleeds. After saying that, Sebastian even demonstrates it right there to sell the lie. To keep his chest from giving away the disguise, Sebastian lies at soccer practice saying he has a sun allergy and can't take his shirt off. But when practice ends and the guys head to the shower, Viola freezes. She can't shower with them without blowing her cover. Just then, the coach says Principal Gold wants to see Sebastian in his office, saving her from the awkward situation. The principal notices Sebastian is a transfer student, so he tells him not to stress at all. He says to get along with the other kids, hit the books, and keep getting better. After all, the principal was a transfer student too back in the day, and look how he turned out. As Sebastian is walking out of the principal's office, he accidentally bumps into a girl. The girl's name is Olivia Lennox, and she's the school's it girl. Everyone has a crush on her. When the principal sees how well they click, he makes sure to tell them to watch their personal business. Guys are always lining up to hit on Olivia, but she hates guys who kiss up to her. When she meets Sebastian Incour, who's confident, handsome, and doesn't suck up to her, she low-key starts crushing on him. She has no idea he's actually Viola in disguise. Viola's roommates all think he's a little odd. They don't even want to sit with him at lunch. To get closer to them, Sebastian brings up the upcoming soccer game, because he figures guys love geeking out about sports, but turns out the roommates are actually talking about girls. Sebastian switches topics fast and says his sister used to date the captain of Cornwall's team, Justin. When the roommates hear he has a sister, they want to know what she looks like, if she's cute or whatever. Viola figures guys might care more about personality, so she ends up hyping her own personality without even noticing. She's got a great personality. Duke likes Olivia too. Every time he sees her, he turns bright red and gets nervous. There's this show-off guy in class named Malcolm who's always hitting on Olivia, trying to one-up Duke. When Viola, as Sebastian, hears Olivia just got out of a relationship, he suddenly thinks of her own ex-boyfriend Justin and starts pouring her heart out to the roommates. Talking about a past relationship in front of a bunch of single guys? That's basically asking for trouble. Being left out all the time isn't working, so Paul comes up with a plan, one that'll definitely help Viola gain respect with the guys at school. One day, Duke's eating with two of his roommates. When they see Sebastian coming over, they still ignore him. Suddenly, a pretty girl walks up, claiming to be Sebastian's ex-girlfriend. She gets all close to him and even tries to plant a hot kiss before leaving. The roommates are totally shocked. They can't believe this guy has that kind of charm. Turns out, this is exactly Paul's plan. He asked two of Viola's girlfriends to pretend to be Sebastian's adoring fans. No sooner does the first girl leave than another one shows up. She also gets close to Sebastian, and before walking away she even asks him to slap her. The roommates finally get it. So this is how you pick up girls. They immediately copy Sebastian's moves to hit on girls themselves. This girl isn't just anyone, she's actually Sebastian's real ex-girlfriend, Monique. Paul and Viola panic, they can't let the disguise blow. Viola does everything to block Monique's view and claims he's already broken up with her, begging her to stop clinging. Word spreads fast that Sebastian turned down 3 ex-girlfriends in a row, and soon he becomes a school heartthrob. In science class, the teacher has everyone draw lots to pick lab partners. Duke prays nonstop, hoping he'll get paired with Olivia, the it girl. But when he looks at his partner, it's Eunice. And as expected, Viola draws Olivia as his partner. Viola is terrified of dissecting, so she begs Olivia to take the lead. Olivia thinks it's refreshing. Most guys would never admit that kind of fear. Sebastian's song lyrics, which he'd left in his bag, accidentally fall out, and Olivia finds them. She's even more smitten. Sebastian is handsome and talented with words. Duke sees Olivia hanging out and laughing with Sebastian all day, and he's eaten up with jealousy. He makes a deal with Sebastian. He'll teach him soccer skills, and Sebastian has to put in a good word for him with Olivia. Viola jumps at the chance to get better at soccer, so she agrees right away. During practice, Viola is super excited. She even sneaks a quick peek at the guys when they're in the shower. Once, she gets hit in the crotch. She watches the other guys grimace in pain and immediately figures out she needs to pretend it hurts too. One day, Viola is on the phone while scratching her head. Her wig is making her scalp itch. The principal sees her and notices the wig. Viola panics, thinking her disguise is blown. But it turns out the principal is a fellow sufferer of hair loss. He just wants to share his experience and help Sebastian regain his confidence as a guy. Viola keeps her end of the deal. During lab, she mentions Duke to Olivia all the time, but Olivia couldn't care less about Duke. She's into Sebastian. To help Duke win Olivia over, Viola tells him to practice flirting, using her as Sebastian as a stand-in for Olivia. Just then, a spider scurries into the dorm room. Both of them jump in fright and end up hugging each other tightly. Earlier, Viola and Sebastian had promised their mom they'd go to this year's charity carnival. To keep up the disguise, Viola has to play both roles. When she's with her classmates, she's Sebastian. When she needs to see her mom, she rushes to the bathroom to change back into Viola. The carnival has a weird attraction called a kissing booth. Tourists pay to kiss the girl inside. As the school's it girl, Olivia volunteers, and she's already kissed 350 people. Duke even buys a ticket just to kiss her, but he never sees this coming. Viola's mom signed Viola up for the booth too. The next person up, Viola. Duke can't catch a break. Olivia leaves the booth, but Duke already paid for a kiss. Why waste it? So he ends up kissing Viola. To his surprise, Viola actually leans in for a second kiss. And of course, Viola's ex-boyfriend Justin walks by and sees them. He hasn't even had his fill of Viola. How dare someone else kiss her? He starts a fight right then and there. Duke gets punched and starts bleeding from the nose. Without thinking, he grabs one of Viola's tampons and shoves it up his nose. And surprisingly, it works. After that kiss, Viola starts having feelings for Duke. She wants to ask him how it felt. Was kissing her better than kissing Olivia? When Viola hears Duke stand up for her, her heart warms right up. Whenever she has time, Viola, as Sebastian, practices soccer with Duke. The coach is impressed by how fast Sebastian is improving. He decides to officially add him to the team. Viola is so excited she throws her arms around Duke. Olivia flirts with Sebastian over and over, but Viola keeps ignoring her. Olivia can't stand it. She's never met a guy she couldn't win over. On her friend's advice, she decides to make Sebastian jealous by using Duke. She goes up to Duke, flirts with him, and asks him out to dinner that night. Viola immediately gets jealous. Olivia knows her plan worked. She walks away without another word. Viola chases after her and claims she's just being an objective third party who thinks Olivia and Duke aren't a good match. When Olivia hears that, she smiles. She knows she's got Sebastian hooked. Then she hits him with a final move. She pretends to set Sebastian up on a date with Eunice that same night. That evening, Duke and Olivia sit in silence like strangers, waiting for Sebastian to show up. When Viola, as Sebastian arrives, Olivia immediately gets close to Duke, doing everything she can to make Sebastian jealous. Viola's 2 other roommates see Sebastian, Viola in disguise, hanging out with Eunice, and they're convinced Eunice must have something special they're missing. Duke is totally distracted whenever he sees Olivia. Viola wants to figure out what makes Olivia so different, so she changes back into her girl clothes to watch Olivia's every move. She has to admit, Olivia does seem a little more ladylike than her, but that's not something she can just copy. Viola follows Olivia into the bathroom, planning to badmouth Duke as much as possible, like how gross his saliva was at the kissing booth, all thick and sticky. Olivia never even planned to date Duke. Her only goal was to make Sebastian jealous. When Viola hears this, she finally realizes the truth. All this time, Olivia was after her, as Sebastian. As long as Olivia doesn't like Duke, Viola doesn't mind. But she thinks using Duke like that is wrong. She suggests they be more direct instead. Olivia thinks Viola means direct, as in kissing Sebastian the second they see each other. Coincidentally, Sebastian's real ex-girlfriend Monique is also in the bathroom. When Monique hears Olivia is going to kiss her ex-boyfriend, she flies into a rage and starts attacking Olivia. Viola jumps in to break it up, but ends up getting beaten by Monique too. She gets so angry she joins the fight herself. Malcolm, the show-off guy, has always liked Olivia, but he's mad that Sebastian keeps stealing the spotlight. He decides to secretly investigate Sebastian and notices something off. He's sure Sebastian is hiding something. Malcolm goes straight to the principal to snitch. The principal just smiles and thinks Malcolm is mentally unwell, so he gives him a little lesson on the spot. Malcolm isn't ready to give up. He starts researching Sebastian's family and finds out he has a twin sister. Meanwhile, Monique accidentally hears a voicemail Sebastian left from London and realizes something's not right. Both of them now have evidence, and they quickly figure out the whole disguise trick. They team up to snitch together. Sebastian, the real one, comes back from London. When Olivia hears Sebastian is at the door, she runs over and kisses him without even looking. Then she blushes and runs off. Duke sees this and thinks Sebastian, who he still thinks is one person, cheated on him with Olivia. Viola has no idea what's going on. She tries to explain that Olivia was just using Duke to make her jealous, but Duke doesn't believe a word. He thinks Viola made up the whole story to win Olivia over. He gets so mad he kicks Viola out of the dorm. Eunice sees Viola has nowhere to stay and kindly invites her to sleep in her dorm, but Viola sleeps through her alarm. When she wakes up, the big game is about to start. Her brother Sebastian is playing in her place. Maybe it's the face paint, or maybe everyone's just not paying attention. No one notices that Sebastian isn't acting like usual. Viola's mom and dad get a call from the coach and come to watch the game. They've heard their son is one of the best players on the team, but the real Sebastian has no idea what's going on. He's getting knocked around left and right because Viola never told him she'd been pretending to be him and playing soccer. Just then, the principal runs over to stop the game. He got Malcolm's tip and claims Sebastian is a girl in disguise, saying this is a sign of mental issues. As a responsible educator, he says he has to tell everyone the truth. To prove he's a guy, Sebastian pulls out irrefutable evidence. The principal is left speechless. There's no way to deny it. After the little incident, the game continues. But Sebastian is terrible at soccer. His bad skills make the team lose again and again. During halftime, Viola finally tells Sebastian the whole story, then puts on the soccer jersey and heads onto the field. Duke is still mad at her when he gets a chance to pass the ball to Viola. As Sebastian, he refuses, and the other team scores. To win the game, Viola has to tell Duke the truth. When everyone looks confused, Viola has to show them proof. The evidence is undeniable. Everyone has to believe her. All Viola ever wanted was a chance to play. Duke finally understands, but the former coach from Cornwall speaks up. He says girls can't play according to the league rules. The current Illyria's coach tears up the rulebook without even looking. As expected, Viola's team wins the game in the end. Olivia kisses Sebastian, the real one, and even seems to like it. Sebastian ends up winning her by accident. Toby finally sees how amazing Eunice is and works up the courage to confess. Duke is overwhelmed with mixed feelings. After the game, Viola decides to ask Duke to the dance. She waits for him, worried he won't show up. But Duke does come. From that day on, Viola stops pretending. She officially joins the soccer team as herself. She's the Man came out in 2006. The plot and jokes still hold up today. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.